Why, hello again. As always, this is Wanderlust, and this is the Cavalry versus Halifax game at Atco Field. Cavalry 2, Halifax Wanderers 2. This certainly was a game, and let's see. The the thing of it is, it started out really ropey for the Wanderers with Moosey having a really easy time getting his first goal early on, and us really struggling to do anything. It was most of that first half was all cavalry, and then came the part near the end. This time we got one back, actually two back, late in the first half, rather than conceding that early. Right, rather than conceding that late in the half. Also, for the third time that I've actually witnessed this week, the same team got two goals in like 5 minutes. It happened. It happened with Man City against Everton, and with Liverpool against Leicester in England, and over here in Canada, it happened with the Wanderers against Cavalry. Calgary assists Cologne quite well for 40 in extra time. And then our momentum just keeps going. We get Fernandez coming off of a wonderful Daniels assist to have us, after being second best that whole first half, we're up top, away from home, at a ground where we hadn't scored in so long. With a lot of confidence and a lot of energy, the Wanderers carried that group momentum to the second half. Obviously, Cavalry weren't going to waste any time. Both teams were determined to break their duck, their winless and lossless streak. Yeah, to get a win on the board. And there was a lot of back and forth play. A lot of really good stuff in general from Cologne. Fernandez, Ruby had a cracking good clear against like 5 Cavalry players. Wait, that was actually in the first half as well. And that could easily have done us. Two guys that were struggling were in the midfield, and they were Rampersad and Omar. Rampersad was kept fairly quiet throughout, and Omar was struggling most of the game, saved from a crap rating by having some really good free kick positions. Fillion was pretty good. He made 3 decisive saves. I'm really glad that Fillion's been around. He's had his low moments, but he's been better than he's done better for us than bad. He's overall been quite solid. I'm really glad at how Geyser had unlocked Daniels, as always. Closer to the end, Cavalry got their chance to equalize when something happened that to the ref that, according to Fabrizio Stasola, warranted penalty. The angle might have been poor. I'm not a referee, and I'm just somebody who watches these games and does live blogs on it when Fubo isn't having trouble. By the way, their support was pretty solid at dealing with it, so credit to them for seeing the problem and handling it and being cooperative. But I digress. His chest, Cale Lofgren must have some funny-looking hands. Not that it's really stops you from playing football, because hands aren't relevant outside of throw-ins and the like. So having really big, fat hands that extend to the belly, not usually a detriment, but it was. And Bevan took his penalty well. He, I mean, Fillion moved the right way, but Bevan's pen threaded the needle and it was 2-2. I won't say too much more about the penalty. Everybody, myself included, has said everything they needed to about it. And if I was going to say something about it, it probably wouldn't be the kind of thing that would be well received by YouTube or Discord or Twitter. But yeah, there were a lot of chances on both ends after that because neither team wanted another draw. They wanted to win. There was one at 90 plus where a Cavalry free kick very narrowly hit the crossbar. I would have had to cancel this review if that went in, but it didn't go in, and this review is here. And before you know it, there's yet another draw from a team that have had a whole bunch of draws. We go again back to the Wanderers' grounds, playing against York, an out-of-form York, bottom of the table. It remains to be seen whether Jeremy Gagnon-Lapere, former Wanderer and current York player, gets to go to his old familiar ground and show us what he's doing, how he's been doing for York, or what he can do for York once he's fit again. I guess we'll look to Saturday. Either way, we'll make him work for it. We'll make the rest of them work like a dog for it. And I'm confident that we'll get our first win against York, unless they really pull something out of the bag. Either way, this is Wanderlust. This is the review done. And come on, you Wanderers. Up those wonderful blues and together from a ways.